Before you place a trade, you enter a war. Not with Wall Street, not with the market, with yourself. What is trading psychology? It's not taught in school. It's not learned from a PDF guide. It's something you confront, face to face, in the moment when money is on the line and emotion surges through your veins. Let's be clear. Most traders don't lose because they lack knowledge. They lose because they lack control. They don't lose in the market, they lose in the mind. The real battle begins within. The market is a mirror. It reflects who you really are, not who you pretend to be. If you're impulsive in life, the market will expose that. If you seek shortcuts, the market will punish that. If you crave validation, the market will deny you. When you open a trade, what really opens is a window into your psychology. Your past, your wounds, your fears, your beliefs about money, they all flood in. And suddenly, it's no longer about entry or exit. It's about how much pain you can endure, how much discipline you can maintain, how much truth you're willing to face about yourself. So, what really is trading psychology? It's the art and science of managing your emotional and cognitive processes during every phase of a trade. It includes your risk tolerance, your reaction to loss, your confidence after a win, your ability to wait, your response to uncertainty. It's not just how you think, it's how you behave under pressure. Some days, it's patience that's tested. Other days, it's your ego. On some days, you feel like a god, unstoppable, and on others, you feel worthless. Trading psychology is how you manage all of that. It's the thermostat of your mind. When things heat up, do you stay calm? When things collapse, do you crumble or remain centered? The emotional spectrum of a trader. Imagine this. You enter a trade, you're confident. It moves in your favor. Your heart beats faster. You feel excited. Then, it pulls back. You feel anxious. You debate whether to exit. You move your stop loss. You pray, you hope, you panic. Then regret. Then guilt. Then revenge. All in just 5 minutes. You didn't just place a trade. You entered an emotional roller coaster. And that ride isn't random. It's based on your wiring. Are you driven by fear? Are you fueled by greed? Are you addicted to the thrill? The market shows you exactly who you are under pressure. The myth of the rational trader. People assume trading is rational, that it's logical, that all it takes is good data and clean charts. But tell me, when your account drops 20% in an hour, how rational do you feel? When a $500 profit turns into a $1,200 loss, what does logic mean then? Here's the hard truth. Most traders don't trade the market. They trade their emotions about the market. And that is where the real battle begins. Emotional triggers, the hidden landmines. There are emotional triggers buried in your psyche, and the market sets them off, like landmines. A sudden spike triggers excitement, you overtrade. A minor loss triggers shame, you stop trusting your plan. A missed entry triggers FOMO, you enter too late. A drawdown triggers revenge, you double down on a bad idea. These are not just trading mistakes, they're psychological mistakes. And unless you become aware of them, they'll repeat over and over until you're no longer trading, you're just reacting. Childhood trauma and your trading mindset. This may surprise you, but the way you behave in trading is deeply rooted in your past. If you were raised in scarcity, you'll fear loss. If you were taught that success must be hard, you'll self-sabotage easy wins. If you've experienced betrayal, you'll mistrust your edge. Your beliefs about money control your trades. If deep down you feel unworthy of wealth, you'll sabotage your account before it grows too large. Not consciously, subconsciously. That's why trading psychology isn't just about managing emotion. It's about reprogramming belief systems. Your mindset is your strategy. The biggest lie in trading? That strategy is more important than psychology. But ask any veteran trader, they'll tell you, a bad trader with a great strategy will still lose. A great trader with a basic strategy will win. Because mindset is what executes the plan. Mindset is what keeps you disciplined. Mindset is what tells you when to stop. Without the right psychology, even the best plan becomes worthless. The 4 mental pillars of a winning trader. Let's break it down. A winning trader operates from 4 core psychological pillars. Number 1, self-awareness. Knows their emotional triggers, journals their behavior, watches their thoughts, not just their trades. Number 2, discipline. Follows rules even when emotions scream, shows up on red days, walks away after wins. Number 3, emotional resilience. Takes 3 losses and still comes back focused. Doesn't chase revenge trades, handles pressure without panic. Number 4, patience. Waits for the setup, doesn't need constant action. Values the right trade, not just any trade. These traits aren't optional, they are essential tools, and they must be forged through struggle, through pain, through experience. The transformation begins. So what is trading psychology? It's the journey of turning your chaotic emotional mind into a disciplined, focused force. It's the process of facing your fears, managing your impulses, healing your patterns. It's not just about staying calm, it's about staying in control. A man who conquers himself is greater than one who conquers 1,000 in battle. The Buddha, in trading, you must conquer yourself not once, but every single day. Because your biggest enemy and your greatest ally are the same person. They're staring back at you every time you sit in front of that screen. Welcome to the inner arena. The charts may be technical, but this journey is deeply human. Fear, the invisible cage. Fear doesn't scream, it whispers. And when you listen, you freeze. You stop trading. Or worse, you trade scared. Here's the truth. Fear isn't your enemy. It's a signal. Your mind's way of saying, watch out, something hurts here. In life, fear keeps you alive. But in trading, fear becomes a cage. Invisible, internal, but very real. Where fear really comes from. The market itself isn't scary. It's just data. It doesn't care who you are. So why do you panic? Because fear in trading isn't about candles. It's about what they represent. Fear of being wrong. Fear of losing money. Fear of looking stupid. Fear of breaking your streak. Fear of hearing, I told you so. It's not the chart, it's what's beneath the chart. Memories, old pain, messages from childhood. Fear says, you're not safe. The 3 big fears in trading. 1, fear of entering. You see the setup, you know it's time, but your hand freezes. Your mind whispers, what if I lose? You wait, you miss it, and now you're not scared. You're frustrated. 2, fear of loss. You're in the trade, it moves against you. Not much, but enough to trigger panic. You exit early, not because your strategy said to, but because your nerves couldn't handle it. Then it hits your target without you. You feel defeated. 3, fear of missing out, FOMO. Price spikes, everyone's talking. You jump in, no plan. You chase, you break your rules. It crashes, you regret it. And that regret feeds more fear next time. The emotional cycle of fear. You get scared, you miss a trade, you feel mad, you chase the next one. It fails, you lose money, your fear is confirmed. The cycle repeats until one day, you say, I'm not meant for this, I always mess up, I'm too emotional. Fear in the brain. When fear kicks in, your brain activates the amygdala, fight or flight. Cortisol floods your system, your heart races, your logical brain goes offline. That's why fear makes smart people do dumb things. And that's why emotional control is everything. How traders try and fail to avoid fear. So what do most traders do? Avoid trading altogether. Overanalyze every setup. Risk so little they can't feel anything. Wait for perfect conditions. Keep switching systems. Doesn't work. Because fear doesn't come from the market. It comes from you. The cost of fear. Fear shrinks your size. It makes you skip great trades. It forces early exits. It causes wild decisions. And one bad panic move can wipe out weeks of progress. Over time, fear turns into doubt. Doubt turns into hesitation. And hesitation leads to inconsistency. That's the graveyard of traders. So how do you beat it? You don't eliminate fear. You train through it. You develop tools. You build courage. 5 tactics to overcome fear. 1. Breathe into the body. Fear tightens you up. So breathe deeply. Exhale longer than you inhale. Tell your nervous system, we're safe. 2. Define risk. Clearly, fear feeds on the unknown. Define your stop, know your risk, accept the loss before you enter, then fear has no power. 3. Journal triggers. Every time fear shows up, write, what triggered it? What did I feel? What did I do? See the pattern, name it, tame it. 4. Reframe the loss. A loss isn't failure, it's rent, it's tuition. Detach your worth from outcomes, and fear loses its grip. 5. Simulated exposure. Demo trades, backtesting, repetition. When your brain sees risk over and over, it stops panicking. The power of courage. Courage doesn't mean you're fearless, it means you trade anyway. You feel it, you breathe, you click execute because you trust the system more than you fear the result. Fear. As a teacher, fear isn't a flaw, it's feedback. Every time it shows up, ask, what belief is this revealing? What memory is it protecting? What lesson is hidden in this feeling? If you listen deeply, fear becomes your guide, your teacher, your compass. Don't fear fear, respect it, understand it, rise above it, because the moment you stop running from fear is the moment you start becoming a real trader. Greed, the hungry beast. Greed doesn't scream, it whispers, it seduces. It shows up when you feel like a king and leaves you crawling, broken, forgotten. The rise of the monster. It all starts with a win, just a small one, enough to taste it. You take a trade, it goes your way. You make money, your heart pounds, your brain lights up. This is it. I've cracked the code. Let's go again, and again, and again. But now it's not about setups, not about the plan. Now, you're chasing the high, and that's when greed shows up. Dressed like ambition, but it's hunger, endless. The psychology of greed. Greed is desire on steroids. It whispers, this isn't enough. Why stop at $500? Get $5,000. You're on fire, don't quit now. It wants everything. Right now, it ignores risk. It kills discipline. And in that frenzy, logic dies. You size up, you skip stops, you revenge trade, you ignore red flags, you double down because you think you're due. But here's the twist. Greed doesn't lead to more. It leads to less. The chemical addiction. Let's talk science. Win a trade, your brain releases dopamine, the feel-good drug. Same one triggered by gambling, drugs, sugar, and just like any addiction, your brain adapts. $100 win feels amazing once, then normal, then empty. So you risk more, you chase harder, you break the rules that brought you success. Now you're not trading, you're chasing a chemical rush. When greed controls you, greed is sneaky. It hides in good intentions. It says, you're just being ambitious. This is what winners do. You're optimizing your edge. But in reality, it wrecks you. Ask yourself, have you turned a green day red by overtrading? Held a winner too long and watched it go red? Broken your plan chasing just a bit more? That's not ambition. That's greed. And if you don't catch it early, it burns everything down. The illusion of one big trade. Greed sells dreams. Just one big trade, one home run, then I'll stop. But that trade, it rarely works. And when it does, it traps you. Now you believe in miracles, you chase them. You build a career on hope, not process. And when the market shifts, it all collapses. How greed destroys traders. Greed destroys what really matters. Consistency, patience, risk control, strategy. It turns you into a gambler, fuels over trading, breeds regret and shame. And the worst lie? You're invincible. Right before it wrecks you. The shame after the storm. After a greedy loss, you sit there, staring at the screen, empty. What did I just do? Why didn't I stop? I had it and I blew it. That shame poisons your confidence. Now you're not just greedy, you're self-destructive. Most traders don't spiral from lack of skill, but from greed turned regret, the need to prove something. Let's dig deeper. Sometimes greed isn't about money, it's about identity. Proving you're good enough, you're smart, you're not wasting your life. You trade to feel valid. But that's not trading. That's emotional pain, masked as ambition. And the market, it doesn't care. It magnifies pain until you break. How to recognize greed in real time. Greed hides behind logic. Here's how to spot it. Doubling your position without reason. Staying in trades way past your target. Skipping your journal because you're making money. Increasing size without proof. Ignoring fatigue because you're on a roll. Breaking your rules and calling it intuition. If that's happening, you're not in control. Greed is. How to defeat greed. You don't beat greed with willpower. You beat it with structure, awareness, discipline. 1. Predefine every trade. Before entering, define entry, stop loss, target, then stick to it. Planning your exit beats chasing more. Discipline now, regret later. 2. Journal every win. Greed grows in silence. Journaling keeps you honest. Ask, did I follow my plan? Was this repeatable? What emotions were driving me? 3. Set a daily profit cap. Greed strikes hardest after a win. Cap your gains. If I hit $300, I stop. Sustainable, explosive. One trade won't make you. 1,000 disciplined ones will. 4. Pause after big wins. Win big, step back. Your brain's on a dopamine high. Pause for 15 to 30 minutes. Let the chemicals fade. Come back with your mind, not your ego. 5. Know you're enough. Greed says more, but what's enough for you? Ask, what income do I truly need? What lifestyle am I building? What kind of trader do I want to be? Define it. Write it down. Trade with purpose, not hunger. From greed to growth. Greed isn't evil, it's misdirected passion. But when you channel it, it becomes ambition with control. Focus with a finish line. Greed, when tamed, becomes fuel. But left unchecked, it becomes fire, and fire destroys. The hungry beast is in all of us. You can't starve it, but you can leash it. You can trade not from hunger, but from harmony. Hope, the deadliest illusion. Hope feels noble in life, but in trading, it's deadly. Because when you hope, you stop seeing facts and start chasing fantasies. The setup. You're in a trade, it looks good at first. Then the candle turns, price drops. You freeze, your stop is about to hit, but you don't want it to, so you move it. Just a bit. It'll bounce. This is normal. It'll recover. And just like that, you're no longer trading a system, you're trading a dream. What is hope in trading? Hope isn't confidence. It's not patience. It's denial in disguise. Hope whispers things like, it has to come back. This can't be the bottom. It's still valid, sort of. Just a little more time. Hope makes you hold losers, ignore signals, delay exits. It's mental anesthesia, numbing truth with comfort. Why do we hope? Because we're wired that way. We were raised to believe, never give up, keep pushing, try again. In life, that works. But in trading, it destroys you. The market doesn't reward effort, it rewards precision. Holding because of hope isn't strength, it's self-sabotage. Hope feels harmless until it destroys. The first time you break your rule, you might win. Price comes back, you profit. And now, your brain thinks hope works. Next time, it doesn't. Price keeps falling. You're stuck. That minus $100 loss, now it's minus $1,000. And you're still hoping, still stuck, still silent. You lose more than money. You lose time, you lose control. You lose self-trust. Hope becomes avoidance. Hope hides your fear. You avoid the loss. You avoid your journal. You avoid responsibility. So what do? You scroll. You overanalyze. You distract yourself from what you already know. It's time to let go. Hope isn't patience. It's fear pretending to be strong. The real cost of hope. Hope destroys more than your P&L. It wrecks your psychology. It crushes confidence. It breaks consistency. It triggers hesitation. It teaches your brain that rules don't matter. Worst of all, it makes you doubt your edge. You start thinking, maybe my system's broken. Maybe I'm not cut out for this. But it's not the system. It's not the market. It's hope, the silent thief. Hope versus belief. Here's the difference. Belief is based on data. Hope is driven by emotion. Belief says, This setup works 65% of the time. Hope says, this one has to work because I need it to. Belief is calm, hope is frantic. Belief grounds you, hope shakes you. Belief builds traders, hope breaks them. The hope cycle. Here's how it goes. Step 1, enter a trade. Step 2, it moves against you. Step 3, you resist reality. Step 4, you move your stop. Step 5, you add more. Step 6, you pray. Step 7, you delay. Step 8, the loss grows. Step 9, you panic. Step 10, you exit, broken. Then you swear you'll never do it again. But next week, you do. Why? Because you removed the result, not the behavior, not the pattern. The root, emotional immaturity. Here's the hard truth. Hope-driven trading is emotional immaturity. It means you can't handle being wrong. You tie red trades to your self-worth. You fear exits because they feel like failure. But pros, they don't fear loss. They accept it. They expect it. They exit with strength, not with hope. They trade facts, not fantasies. How to kill hope before it kills you. Number 1, make stop-loss rules non-negotiable. Set them. Stick to them. No exceptions. Use OCOs. Automate them. Don't trust emotion. Trust structure. Number 2, redefine loss. Loss isn't failure. It's data, feedback. It's like weather, inconvenient, not personal. Number 3, exit intentionally. Build real rules. If price moves X, I reassess. If my setup is invalid, I exit. If emotion spikes, I pause. Exit like a pro, not in panic. Number 4, journal the hope moment. Ask yourself, what was I feeling? What belief made me stay? What truth was I avoiding? Self-awareness beats self-sabotage. Number 5, celebrate disciplined losses. Don't just celebrate green trades. Celebrate clean exits. A -1R loss that followed your plan, that's a win. Because you kept your edge. Because you didn't hope, you acted. The pro's mindset. The professional knows every loss is tuition. Every rule followed builds self-trust. Every moment of discipline sharpens the edge. They don't wait for price to come back. They don't pray for miracles. They trade reality, not emotion. Because they understand hope is not a strategy. Hope is not a plan. Hope is a trap. Final word. The market doesn't care what you want. It doesn't care what you hope. It only responds to what you do. So trade with clarity, exit with strength, and leave hope where it belongs. In poetry, not in price action. Ego, the silent killer. The market doesn't kill traders. Ego does, quietly, slowly, until nothing's left except a blown account and a broken self. The mirror that hurts. The market is a teacher, a mirror, a battlefield, but for some, it becomes a stage, a place to prove they're the smartest, the fastest, the most fearless. That's not trading, that's ego. And ego doesn't care about risk. It only cares about being right. What is ego in trading? Ego is that voice inside you that hates being wrong, needs to prove something, takes losses personally, blames the market, never yourself, refuses to adapt, doubles down for revenge, seeks control, not clarity. It says things like, this can't be happening, I'll show them. The market is wrong, not me. And the more you listen, the more damage it does. The many faces of ego. Ego doesn't wear a warning sign, it wears confidence. Success, a few good trades. Let's break down its disguises. 1. The I can't be wrong ego. You're on a win streak. 5 solid trades. Now, you skip your process. No confirmation, no stop loss. You feel invincible. But the market humbles you fast. 1 bad trade wipes it all out. And the ego still won't let go. 2. The I'll prove it ego. Maybe someone laughed at your dream. Now every trade is about proving them wrong. Not because it's smart, but because it's personal. That's not strategy, that's revenge. And revenge ruins traders. 3. The I don't need help ego. You stop journaling, you stop learning, you don't ask questions, you isolate. I got this, you say. But ego blinds you to your blind spots. and growth dies in silence. 4. The blame the market ego. You lose and blame the market. Blame the news. Blame your broker. Sometimes that's true, but if it's always someone else's fault, that's ego dodging growth. Why ego destroys traders. Ego wrecks more than your P&L. It poisons your mindset, your relationships, your future. Why? Because ego rejects feedback, avoids discomfort, ties your identity to being right, and when being right equals your self-worth, you'll do anything to avoid being wrong, even blow up your account. Loss aversion plus ego equals spiral. Humans hate losing, we feel loss more than gain. Now add ego, you don't just lose money, you lose pride, confidence, face, and what do? You chase it back. Not from the market, from yourself. That's how one red trade becomes a meltdown. Ego feeds fear, greed, and hope. Remember them? Fear, greed, hope. Ego feeds all three. Fear of being wrong, ego. Wanting too much, ego. Holding too long, ego. Ego doesn't just react, it amplifies every weakness. The moment ego dies, every real trader has one. A breakdown, a brutal loss. In that moment, they realize, I don't know everything. I'm not special. I need rules. I need humility. It's painful, but it's sacred. Because ego must die for mastery to live. Humility, the trader's hidden edge. Humility isn't weakness, it's wisdom. It means you accept losses, you respect risk. You stick to the plan, even when you feel sure. You ask for help, you admit when you're wrong. Ego burns fast, but humility, it builds legacy. How to kill the ego. Let's talk tactics. 1. Separate identity from outcome. You are not your wins. You are not your losses. You are a student of the market. Celebrate execution, not just green trades. 2. Create feedback loops. Ego hates mirrors, but you need one. Journal every trade. Record your thoughts. Review weekly. Get a mentor. Seek brutal honesty. Truth is the trader's sharpest tool. 3. Follow rules, especially when confident. Confidence is good, but overconfidence? Deadly. New rule. The more confident I feel, the more strictly I follow my system. Let ego become a trigger for discipline. 4. Practice emotional Aikido. Feel ego rising? Pause. Smile. Say, there you are. You want to win, but I want to last. Redirect the energy. Use awareness to stay in control. 5. Meditate and reflect. Ego thrives in noise. Kill the noise. 5 minutes, silence. Breathe. Watch your thoughts pass like clouds. The ego fades in stillness. From ego to excellence. Here's the truth. Ego wants to win. Mastery wants to grow. Choose growth, and you'll win in ways ego can't imagine. In trading, in life. Because the best traders aren't the loudest. They're the calmest. Ego is the silent killer in every prideful trade, but within that pride is your greatest power. The humility to evolve. Kill the ego, and what's left is the real trader. Calm, clear, unshakable. Discipline, the unseen edge. Discipline isn't flashy. It doesn't roar or brag. It doesn't thrill like a winning trade, but it's the edge that separates the survivors from the casualties. The myth of talent. People think trading is about talent, about genius, about gut instincts. But the truth? The market doesn't care how smart you are. It doesn't reward IQ. It rewards discipline. Even the best plan fails without discipline to execute it. What is discipline in trading? Discipline is waiting when your fingers itch to click. It's exiting when your plan says exit, not your ego. It's sitting in cash while others chase setups. It's taking a loss without losing your mind. It's following your process, even on terrible days. It's simple, it's boring, it's repetitive, but it's not easy. Because your emotions want excitement, your ego wants control, your brain wants dopamine. Discipline says, no, not now, not this trade. The discipline dilemma. Discipline isn't natural. We're wired to avoid pain and chase comfort, but trading demands the opposite. It demands you stay calm in chaos. It demands you lose and not break. It demands you wait and wait more. It demands you rise above human instincts. Why traders fail? Traders don't fail from lack of knowledge. They fail from lack of discipline. They know what to do, but they don't do it. They over-leverage. They skip stops. They trade out of boredom. They jump in too early. They hold too long. Not because they don't know better, but because they couldn't stay disciplined. Discipline is a system, not a feeling. Disciplined traders don't wait to feel ready. They don't ask themselves, should I follow the plan today? They just do it, like a pilot with a checklist, like a surgeon in the OR, like a soldier in battle. The market doesn't care how you feel. It respects only what you execute. Discipline removes emotion. It replaces chaos with structure, the silent power of boredom. Discipline often feels like boredom. Sitting and doing nothing for hours, walking away from a trade without a thrill, taking your fifth loss and still following the plan. Most traders avoid boredom, but pros, they embrace it. Boredom isn't wrong. It's a sign you're on track. The opposite of discipline, impulse. Discipline is intentional. Impulse is emotional. When you act without discipline, you trade out of fear. You chase because of FOMO. You exit in panic. You overtrade to feel something. You're not reckless. You're addicted to motion. Discipline breaks that addiction. It replaces chaos with commitment. The discipline paradox. Here's the twist. The more disciplined you are, the more freedom you gain. Discipline creates predictability. It brings calm. It automates decisions. It makes your trading sustainable. Discipline isn't a prison. It's freedom from regret and inconsistency. How to build discipline? Step by step, discipline is a skill, not a gift. You train it, you grow it. 1. Write a trading plan. If your plan is in your head, it's flexible. On paper, it's law. Write your entry criteria, exit rules, position sizing, daily risk limits, no trade zones, and follow it every time. 2. Use pre-trade rituals. Create a ritual before every trade. Breathe deep. Review your rules. Visualize both win and loss. Ask, does this align with my plan? Discipline is built through repetition. 3. Use accountability tools. Keep your actions visible. Journal trades, track emotions. Review your week, set goals based on execution, not profits. Ego hides in silence. Discipline grows in truth. 4. Focus on small, sustainable growth. Stop swinging for home runs. Aim for clean execution. Respect your edge. Small wins stack. Big wins come when you stop chasing them. 5. Separate emotions from execution. Act without drama. Win or lose, your job stays the same. Take the trade, log the result, move on. Over time, your nervous system adapts. You stop reacting, you start operating, like a machine with soul. The cost of undisciplined trading. Every reckless trade feels small, until it compounds into disaster. Just this once becomes blown accounts, shattered confidence, emotional wounds, years of recovery. Discipline isn't optional, it's protection. It shields the best parts of you from the worst. Discipline in the face of chaos. The market is chaos, news drops, spikes happen, your plan gets tested. But your job? Stay grounded. When others panic, you stay still. When they chase, you observe. When they hope, you execute. Discipline is your anchor in the storm, your calm in the noise, your spine when emotions scream. Discipline becomes identity. At first, it's a choice, then a habit, then your nature. You start saying, I'm a trader who respects risk. I'm a trader who follows the plan. I'm a trader who journals everything. I don't break when markets shake. Discipline becomes who you are, not something you do. And that's when you stop chasing the market. That's when the market starts respecting you. Discipline is quiet, it's not loud, not easy, but it's the sharpest edge you'll ever find. The real secret weapon. The one trait all great traders share. The zone. Mastery of mind and market. There's a place where time stops, where charts fall silent, where you and the market move as one. No fear, no greed, no doubt, only presence. That place is the zone. What is the zone? You've heard the phrase, he's in the zone, she's locked in, It's like he's trading on autopilot. It's real. It's flow. Science calls it flow state. Athletes say heat. Warriors know clarity under fire. We call it the zone. It's not hype, it's not luck. It's the result of discipline, repetition, and mind-market alignment. It's the final evolution of a trader, one who moves with the market, not reacts to it. Inside the zone. No second guessing, no chasing, no fear of losses, no forcing wins. You execute the plan as if it's part of your DNA. Trade, then forget the trade. No panic, no pressure, just presence. In the zone, you're sharp, calm, real. Signs you're there. Time distorts. 3 hours feels like 20 minutes. Decisions feel obvious, not forced. You see structure, not noise. You speak less, observe more. Breathing slows, even under stress. You aren't overthinking. You're experiencing, flowing. The zone is not thrill, it's equanimity. How to enter the zone. It's not random, it's preparation meeting presence. You must silence internal noise, trust your edge, remove distractions, master your triggers, let go of outcomes, release the need to win. You can't chase the zone. You have to become the person who enters it. The zone is earned. The zone opens only for those who sweat in practice, learn from losses, build discipline that breaks ego. It never welcomes gamblers, impulsive traders, or the unprepared. It rewards those who show up daily, review honestly, practice mindfully, trade with intention. The zone isn't a reward, it's a reflection of who you are. Trading in the zone doesn't mean no emotion. That's a myth. You still feel, still care, still get adrenaline. But you don't react, you acknowledge, you choose presence. You ride the wave, not get pulled under. What blocks the zone? You've been close, then slipped. Why? Because you let something in. Ego, greed, fear, hope, overthinking, attachment to results, environmental noise, mental baggage. The zone requires stillness inside. Fast markets need inner calm. A full mind misses the signal. Rituals that lead to the zone. Elite traders use daily rituals to enter the zone. Morning centering, 10-minute. Breathe, journal intention. Today I stay calm under pressure. Visualize executing, not winning. Ground with gratitude or silence. Chart meditation, observe charts without thinking. Let patterns reveal themselves. Feel rhythm, not just logic. Ruthless environment control. Silence phones, news, tabs. Trade distraction-free. The zone can't exist in noise. One trade, one focus. One setup, one idea, one moment. Juggling ideas kills flow. Emotional audit. Every 30 minutes ask, where is my mind? Focused, drifting, reacting, return to neutral, return to now. The zone is a connection. The more you experience it, the easier it is to return. It becomes familiar. You stop chasing the zone, you simply trade from it. Why most traders never reach it? Because they won't. Do the inner work, face emotional wounds, quiet ego, respect boring routines, trust delayed gains. They want quick excitement, skip the journey. But the zone demands everything until you're ready. When the zone becomes home, picture this. You open your screen, you breathe, you see the setup, you enter, your heart doesn't jump, you trust the process. You win, you smile, you lose, you log it, you close it, and walk away. No drama, no chaos, just clarity, just grace. This is mastery. Final statements. You've faced fear, greed, ego, hope. You've learned, you've grown. Now, you arrive. The zone isn't outside you, it's who you become. When the noise fades and truth remains, you asked, what is trading psychology? It's nothing external. It's about healing emotional baggage, accepting yourself, forgiving your past, respecting the process, releasing control, embracing structure, becoming quiet enough to hear the market. Trading psychology equals life psychology. You don't just become a better trader, you become a better human. Because every trade reflects you, your discipline, your maturity, your integrity, your evolution. Master the charts, you master your soul. Welcome to the zone. Welcome to yourself. Thanks for watching. If you found value in this video, give it a like. Drop your thoughts in the comments. I'd love to hear from you. And don't forget to subscribe for more insights into trading psychology and mastering your mindset. See you in the next one.